Hey everybody, welcome back. So in an effort to show you how simple it is to work with this freeze-dried wholesaler food, I'm going to make some breakfast using a new type of sausage and show you how it's done. Alright everybody, welcome back. So we got a brand new type of breakfast sausage from freeze-dried wholesalers. I wanted to try it out. This is their turkey sausage, and previously, I'll show you, this is what we used in the previous video, the freeze-dried pork and rice breakfast sausage. And it was really tasty, so we're going to try out the turkey sausage. Again, to hydrate this stuff is fairly simple. You just put these in cold water, let them sit for about 20 minutes. Next thing you know, they're soft like cooked sausages. This stuff you put in warm water. Doesn't matter the amount. I have it over here actually, and you can tell it's already hydrated. Doesn't matter the amount. Once you're done, you're going to drain off the excess water and use it. And these things, the freeze-dried scrambled eggs, first of all, they're very tasty. Second of all, they hydrate super quick. So that's what we're going to get started on first, because I already got these soaking in water and this soaking in water, and I'll bring that over to you here. There we go. That's all set there, and I did put a little warm water in there to speed it up a little bit, because I didn't want to be sitting here waiting forever to do that. And we're going to do the eggs next. Alright, so let's just grab some eggs that we want here. And again, there's no real correct portions on this. The instructions are very simple. Remove oxygen absorber and desiccant, discard, cover amount of eggs with cold water. Let stand until hydrated. Drain excess water and serve like you would scrambled eggs. So essentially, other than the potatoes, everything else here is pre-cooked. Really easy to make. You can just warm it up on a stove, and that's what we're going to do. We're first going to cook these, and then warm up the other stuff on the stove. So, let me grab out some of this. And again, I'm just going to use my hands, because this is just for me. Toss it in here. Very, very easy to hydrate. And their eggs are really good, too. It's one of the things I noticed. It's not powdered eggs, which is kind of cool, kind of different. I always seem to get that pack in there somehow. There we go. All right, that's good. It's a good portion. I'm going to put some cold water in there. Or should I say lukewarm water, because it's kind of warm out here. There we go. And I just cover them up until they're fully covered. And you can take a, where's my utensil, just push them down in there like that and just let it sit. And once it's done, I'll bring you back and show you just how quickly that stuff really does rehydrate. It's very, very quick. So this is a very efficient meal if you're really hungry and you want to cook and you want to get it done and over with and get some food in you. Really, really simple meal to make. So give me a few minutes, let everything finish up, and we'll cook it. Alright, eggs are done. As I said, they take like less than 5 minutes. So the first thing I'm going to do is drain off the water from this guy here, and I'm just going to take this water and put it in that water there. Again, you know, this is all going to get mixed together anyway, so it doesn't really matter. And again, it wasn't super, super hot. Just some warm water works very, very well. Okay. And we're going to put on a little bit of coconut oil in there to cook with. I like cooking with coconut oil. It's a lot, actually, but it's okay because it'll soak it up. Fire up the stove. Take that down a little bit. There we go. Get this coconut oil going. And I'm just going to take some and put it in here. I'm not going to make all of it because that's a lot. I'll just save that in the fridge for later. That should do the job. There you go. Now, these are just plain potatoes essentially, so I'm going to add a little bit of seasoning. You guys know how I keep my little Tic Tac containers, my seasonings for going out. A little bit of garlic, a little bit of salt and pepper. There we go. And a little bit of minced onion or dehydrated onion. And I usually buy a lot of these spices that I use in the channel in the, there's like a Hispanic spice section in Smith's, and they have all of these spices, and they're in little plastic bags. That's the best way I could describe it. And they're usually pretty darn good and pretty darn inexpensive. So that's where I usually buy them. I get them cheap there. So it's easy to pack up these little things with whatever you want, you know, just pour it in there and you're good to go. So, let's mix this around a little bit. Try not to make too much of a mess here. And I will bring you back when these are nice and browned up. They got a little brown already. not glue too many over the side there. I'll give you a few minutes, and we'll be right back. All right, so they're looking pretty close to being done. So what I'm going to do is move it all over here and just drop in the sausages. Got a little bit of water in them. There we go. Oh, I made too many. Oh, well. I didn't realize how many I had there. I thought I took out 5. So, put them in there for insulation. Get them good. And they'll heat up nicely. Then I'm going to put this in a plate, and when it's all done, we're going to put the eggs in just to warm them up, because as you can tell, they're pretty much done. They just need to be heated up. One of the reasons I like freeze-dried wholesalers is because it's so simple to store. These bags are so much easier to put away than a number 10 can. That's one of the things I really like about it. It's just so simple to take care of and to store, and I really needed to do this in a bigger pan, didn't I, guys? Everything's falling out everywhere. Really easy to take care of it. It's really easy to store them. You just stick them in your closet, wherever, and you're good to go with no issues. I'm going to turn that down. I'm just going to let it sit for a bit and heat up. So they're really easy to store, and they're not as expensive as whole entire number 10 cans of food. And right now, with the stuff we have going on, the potentials of second lockdowns and people panicking and clearing out the stores and buying all the food, it's a good idea to start thinking about how would you stock up long term. Now is a good time to start thinking about what you do if you walk into your grocery store on a Wednesday night and the panic has begun and everybody's bought everything out. So definitely a good idea to start getting stocked up on some good long-term storage food. So if nothing happens this time, you don't have to worry about it. You're all set to go, and you have storage food put away. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this food, put it in here, and I'm going to heat up the eggs really, really quick on a really low heat, and then we'll try it out and see how we like it. All right, got it on the plate. Going to wait for the eggs to heat up. Now, the reason I'm doing the eggs last is because they're really fully cooked. I mean, they're completely cooked. They're just nice and soft. So that's a decent little portion. I'm just going to turn up the heat a little bit on that. Not too much. Really just move them around to heat them up. I don't want them to burn or anything. That's why I left a lot of room in the pan. You can even hold them up like this. And in about 2 or 3 minutes, those will be more than hot enough to cook to eat. Then we'll try it out and see how we like it. Another cool thing about doing it over the heat really quick like this is if there is any moisture left, you can see it kind of evaporating off. So you won't have watery eggs and it won't taste like some kind of nasty powdered egg concoction. So let me finish this up, give you a minute here, and we'll try it out. All right, so we're all done. I went and grabbed myself some coffee. I didn't make that out here. There isn't freeze-dried coffee from them. So we're going to try it out. I just put it all on the dish here. I have tried out the hash browns. They're really, really good. Let me give you a close-up look. Yep. Perfect. And the eggs. Good stuff. And the sausage. Let me give you a look at one of those sausages. Let me break it open for you so you can see what they look like. And that is such a simple meal that you can make during any kind of emergency, disaster, whatever. Or even if you just like the food, you can make it and cook it on a backpacking trip, whatever. So definitely impressed with their food. Glad you guys, I got a lot of people that have been emailing me about this and stocking up on it. And I'm glad you guys are getting interested in getting some food storage. Like I said, with the way things are going in the world, I think now is a very good time to start thinking about stocking up on food. If I had told you in, say, December of 2019 that, hey, March, we're going to run out of food, stores are going to be empty, there's going to be huge lines, you would have been like, yeah, paranoid prep or whatever. And sure enough, it happened. So I think with the possibilities of the virus getting worse, whether it's getting worse or not, and all the other stuff going on, I think it's a good idea to have some food put away so that you're ready for any kind of unforeseen event. And if you use the link down below, which I will put right on top there, you will save 15%. That's just for clicking the link. So you're going to save 15% on any of their food. And if you think they don't have a lot of different variety, oh my gosh, I mean, there's everything. Freeze-dried fish, freeze-dried filet mignon, freeze-dried hamburgers, both cooked and uncooked. You name it, they have it. I did the freeze-dried meatballs recently. I mean, the stuff is really, really good, very easy to hydrate. The desserts I had trouble with hydrating in just water, and I found what works for them is steam. So if you get them you put them in a steamer, and you put them in a pot, and you heat up the water underneath, and you steam it, those things came out amazing. So definitely worth checking out. They're not as expensive as, say, buying number 10 cans full of meats and stuff. They're going to cost you, $70, $80, way lower than that. And if you click my link, you save 15% anyway. So don't forget to check them out. They'll be below there. The freeze-dried wholesalers here link. That's my personal link, and you'll save 15% just for clicking it. Don't forget to check out our My Patriot Supply. That's preparewithiridium.com. Our Thrive Life food as well is thrivelife.com/iridium242. And of course, our Amazon store, where most of the gear that you see me using on here comes from. So if you're interested in a particular item, either ask in the comments or I'll point you in the right direction to help you find it. Anyway, folks, thanks for watching, and remember, you can't control what happens, but you can prepare for it.